आवाज ना करो. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What a great day we had yesterday with many plays. Tesla, Pav absolutely nailed it. Some of you guys I know followed her trades. Congrats. Gurvinder, amazing play from 40 to 25. Then I think it went to 50 after. Right, that's $400 to $2,500. And we did great with Amazon as well. And then Amazon was a very fast play in the morning. In the morning yesterday pre-market, we went over 3 tickers. That was our title: Tesla, Amazon, Apple. That's something. It takes a lot of work in the pre-market for us to come up with those things. There's a lot of research, reading done on it. Why, right? I mean, we can't just give stuff away. There has to be some sort of conviction, or we have to know something, right? Or some sort of understanding. And you know what? All 3 paid. Tesla was just an absolute monster. Amazon did great, right? We nailed calls from 7 to 18, right? And then Goldman Sachs from 4 to 10, right? And then obviously later on it took dips, it came back. That's after Apple did great. For these things, when we post the gamma levels and then we do the studies of individual stocks, okay, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, right? Today morning, some of you guys joined me on voice chat. I went over gamma levels, but I'll go in more details later. I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling well, but I hope that still helped. But then there's one tip that I gave it to you guys when you guys were listening on voice chat. So I hope, and that was only for people that joined. Rest, I'll give it to you in the session maybe, okay, because I'll have to show it to you. But so put that into effect and see if it works, right? One stock that I see is Nvidia, what we spoke about if you were on voice chat. Nvidia, watch the 310 level, and now you guys know why to watch the 310. It might go to 310, and then obviously come back to 300. All right, 300 has to get through first, unless in case the market stays weak. But based on this action on SPY daily from the last 3 days, if this is not bullish, I don't know what bullish is. They recovered the entire market in 3 days. We're near all-time highs. And if we zoom out of SPY, right, nice uptrend. We held this trend line, nice little uptrend that we have. All right, nice uptrend that we have, and play what the market gives you. Now we have 470 on SPY. And then we might consolidate here for a bit, and we likely go to the upside, right? But again, I'm not trying to predict. Let's see what happens. We're going to play level to level. We're going to follow the gamma report. And how do I put my gamma report into play? So I have a 15-minute chart open here. Sorry, I'll open the 15-minute chart. All right, here's my 15-minute chart. And when the gamma levels come in the morning, they Boogie, did you put them in? Okay, so if you guys go on the SPX Gamma Levels, right? So this is a 15-minute chart. That's how I usually, I would personally structure mine. All right, currently we're going to open above 4,700, I think. Futures are up. But if we do get 46.75 in this strong market, when we're playing a nice little uptrend, if we do get 46.75 bounce here, this is my first, so as you guys can see my note here, this is my first buy call opportunity on bounce. All right, you see, every day I try to, instead of just going over charts, I try to put in something that I can teach or something that I can give away. I try my best to give away something if you guys attend pre-market. Like I always try, right? Not just charts, but I always try to give something away that can help you guys. All right, now you guys all know how to analyze charts, support, resistance, is basic stuff. Now you guys, so I want to give you guys some more. This is how I would do it. This level that I have right here, 46.65, is a zero gamma level, right? There's no direction here. We see what happens. And then if we break 46.45 to the downside, this is where the volatility will trigger. Fear might kick in. Now, understand one thing, they might just poke it below and then right back up. All right, here is where things may get volatile near 46.50, 46.45. All right, because it will be a key level we break. The market will follow direction here. If it's to the downside, the volatility will be to the downside. If it's to the upside, the volatility will be to the upside. All right, so it depends how you it's a volatility trigger level for today. Zero gamma, but right now we're going to open here. Our first resistance is 47.20. Above 47.20, we have 47.26 and 47.50. But today, this is very important. I write this to remind myself. It's a tight range day expected. Do not buy further out, only in money scalps on SPX or SPY if I'm doing it. All right, it's going to be a floating candle in my opinion. All right, so this is a little note that I have written here. And on individual names, obviously moves will be a smaller, bigger. Tech, same thing, Qs, levels. Now that I give you guys this on Qs, you guys can draw your 15-minute levels. I do SPX, so that's why I only put them on SPX because that's the one that I scalp. And but Q's the same thing, right? Similar pattern on the daily, strong, nice recovery. And if we take away this 400 one more time and we hold, I think we're gonna get a nice little continued uptrend. And then we have FOMC in Jan. All right. Uh, Macau. We have the Macau gaming stocks. They are up nice. So today morning, let's just go over some of these stocks, right? Let's go over these stocks. So LVS, the Macau gaming stock, the last 45 days, there was some issues going on there. They have their public gaming consultation, which ended today, in favor of the stocks. Okay, you guys can read up more on it if you want. But LVS, when MGM3 charts, I'll go over today. Charts that I haven't looked at for many months. All right, LVS, one chart is also a reopening play. Okay, it's also a reopening play. I think the world goes back to normal sometime next year once this Omicron stuff. Let's see when it's over, hopefully soon. But this is at a very, very strong support level. There's no stronger support than LVS right here, right? Yes, this goes back to 2010. All right, LVS, Las Vegas Sands. Here is a leap play which I would add to my portfolio. All right, I'm not saying a daily or weekly, but a leap play. All right, if the momentum picks up here, maybe this month or next month, this is one play that can probably get to at least this level right here, which is roughly above 50. If you catch a leap, let's say you go 10 months out on this play, or 1 year, or 2024 even, or 2023 maybe, and this stock goes up even $5-6, those options will go up by a lot, like $50 strike option, or 45 or 50 strike. I'm pretty sure, I don't think something like Baba will happen with this stock, right? I mean, I hope it doesn't, right? That's a rare case. Sometimes it happens. I got caught in Baba, as you guys know. Options are gone to shit pretty much, unless it turns out big. But LVS, this is one stock that I would keep an eye on for leap play. It's at a very critical support level, about $5-10 out of the money. Other one is Wynn Resorts. It should have a similar action. So let me just remove my drawings here. This stock also has it's at a very strong critical support level, right? These stocks are up pre-market. We want to see if they hold the gains today, right? They need to hold the gains, right? You don't want to just jump in right away at the open. They're up pre-market, but Wynn is another play which I would probably buy $100 calls, 110 calls in 2023, 2024. All right. MGM is another one. MGM Resorts, a much better looking chart than the others, I think. Right, it held above the levels and it's actually making higher highs, higher lows. So this stock actually looks much better in my opinion. And on MGM, if we do take out 40, yeah, this is the other two are at a very strong support, but this has held the uptrend above the 50 DMA and 200 MA. This I would probably play somewhere around $60 calls 1-2 years out. All right, on a nice little continued uptrend. So these three tickers, keep an eye on them. They're not something, if you have a $10,000 account, I'm not saying for 2K, don't get your 20% capital stuck. That's not what I'm saying. But from 10K, you can probably put in $200-300 and just leave it alone, right? As a trade, and then you let that build. Okay, if it goes in your favor, that 200 or 300 alone can get 600 or 1,000 or 1,500. All right, and if the stock does not work, at least those calls hold value. Right. Rest is up to your risk tolerance, how much you want to trade with it. Okay. Apple. Nice uptrend. Do we go near the highs by the end of the year? Right. Looks like it. On the daily, yesterday we had a great action. Right. This was given to you guys pre-market that will likely go up, but again now it's near the resistance. We're near the resistance. The range. Expect tight ranges today, guys. I mean, if the stocks rip, they rip. But don't end up buying 180 calls on Apple or 182. I mean, Apple can totally rip. I could be wrong. It could stand out in the market, but the range expected today is tight. So even if we just float around these levels, I think that's good for next week for a slowly nice little uptrend. Okay. So if you want to play calls today, I would say close to the money, right, and manage them well. So Apple is I would keep an eye on. Amazon, yesterday we had these news from FTC. LB already went over this trend line in his post-market. Personally, I'm just looking for 34.20 hold. As long as we hold 34.20, it floats here, I think that will put in a solid base. And if we can hold above 34.50 this time, and then our weekly trend line bounce will be in play. All right, this. Now we have a nice little play towards 3700, 3800. All right, and 50-day usually it holds, respects it. Does the same thing happen this time? Let's see. Google, great play we caught right that day. Great play. The call actually ended up going to $30 yesterday from 5. I just took my last scale out at 150% yesterday, I think. But if this goes to 29.75, or even by today, those calls will be up over 1500%. So I wish I held some because those are big calls. But again, nice strong recovery. It's good to see recovery in these stocks because it's much easier to trade the markets. Then when the market is weak, it's choppy, then you have to be very careful with what you're buying. A lot of your conviction rate has to be really high. Then we have Facebook was one stock that I wanted to buy yesterday. There was weakness early on. I wanted to hold above 335, take out. It was not able to, and then all day I just waited. And there's one stock that I wanted to play yesterday, but the reason I did not play, I did not try catching no bounce. I simply wanted it to hold above this zone right here. Had it taken out the 335 zone, then there was a likely move to 340 and 344, but it did not. Can it take out 334 today? The question is, even if it does it pin 334? It might end up pinning these levels. Rest we'll have to look at the open interest and the volume trade and see what happens. But Facebook is another stock which I really wanted to play yesterday, but because of the small dip, I'm glad I did not. But 334 is really hard. If we can get to 334 and hold, 340, 350 maybe in play in the coming days. Or even today, who knows. Tesla, of course, this talk was given to us by the Gamma people. Obviously, they uploaded their video analysis, right? Great people, I think. I give them a lot of credit for what I do personally these days. And, a lot of, if you guys pay attention and study those things, you can really make a good living off of those things. But if I go on a 15-minute chart, so Tesla, nice rip, and then it just held all day, kept absorbing all the sellers, and now above 1013. If we take out yesterday's high and we hold, we might get a move towards 1050, 1040. But do know that this is a very critical zone, right? We fell a lot. This is a very critical zone right here, these levels. If we can hold above this, then obviously the next point that we have is right here, which is 1030, 1035-ish. And then obviously our magnet level, 1070, which was given to you first in the market, I can probably say at my stock life. Nobody in the market gave this. We gave this level to you guys when? Right here. We gave this level to 1070 magnet right here, when the stock was trading here, right? And if you have been attending our pre-market, you know it. 1070 was given, and where's the magnet? Right here. And it's gonna come back here no matter what, I think. So the only thing I can say, guys, great December last few months. A lot of you guys learned a lot of things, right? It's Christmas. Today's December 23rd. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Enjoy. We do a lot of trading. Sometimes we go stupid. We stay awake all night. Right. I don't recommend that, but this is our passion that we do. Manage. If you had a great year, why give away gains? Just enjoy your Christmas, Boxing Day, New Year's, start fresh, and look at some positions. Obviously, go in small if you want to trade, but that's all I can say. And manage well, read some books over the holidays, and it'll be a 3-day long weekend. No session this week, obviously, nothing Sunday night. Enjoy your Christmas, but Monday we'll be back to normal on trading. All right, so no session this weekend. I'm gonna take some time off for myself. Sunday night, maybe not. But thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you guys, and we'll see you guys back in the chat.